What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Theta. But before we get started, if you're not a member of the free Discord, please click the link in the description box below and get started with the free Discord. And without further ado, we'll get straight into today's video. All right, so Theta, we're starting off on the 2-day candlesticks here, and I want to show you guys just how similar the capitulation event that we had recently is to the 2020 COVID event. So in 2020, obviously people panic sold a lot of their crypto because they were afraid that the market was going to go lower, and they were all freaking out. Everybody was panic selling, and it was because of the fact that they don't know what FUD is. FUD is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So basically, people get afraid of the market going lower. They get afraid that some news event is going to cause prices to go super low. And in fact, they panic sell the bottom because they're listening to the FUD, right? They believe that, oh no, COVID hit. The world's going to end. We better sell all our crypto. Right? And of course, Bitcoin just completely skyrocketed and said, screw you guys. I don't care about your emotions. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And that's exactly what Theta is set up to do right now. Theta, this crash in 2025, the tariff FUD event is very similar. People are panic selling their crypto down here, and they're afraid that price is going to go lower because of the fact that they're believing the FUD. They believe the FUD. They think that it's real, right? And because they're giving power to it, they're selling their crypto down here. This is very, very, very common. Every crypto bull market I've ever been in, there's always been black swan events where people panic sell the bottom because they think this black swan is going to cause some massive drop in value. And normally the drop is priced in very quickly. That's the thing. If you are going to give any sway to trading news at all, understand that it's priced in very quickly. News is. I don't trade news at all. I look at catalysts, but most of the time I do the opposite of what the news is trying to get people to do, based on charts. But for the people that do try to trade news, you have to understand that that's priced in very quickly. People were bullish on Ethereum when the ETF got approved, and then price went down because the bullishness had already been priced in, right? So the market prices this stuff in early on, way before you get your hands on it. Now, what I think Theta is about to do is the same thing that Bitcoin did down here, which is a bullish reversal and a V bottom. So here on the 3-day candlesticks for Theta, I think we will get a very, very nice V bottom shape here and a reversal up towards local resistance. Then we should push right up through that local resistance and go completely nuts here. So this setup looks really, really good here. Because I've seen this pattern before, I've seen this type of a capitulation event, and I know what happens when people get fearful and when they get irrational. And it looks a lot like March of 2020 before Bitcoin went to 70K, basically 70K after it came down and tested 3K one more time. Well, it was like 4K right here, a little under 4K, right? 3.8K. So you can see how these black swan events trick people into panic selling their crypto. They give their money to the market. They give their money to the whales because it's already priced in. So they're expecting the market to go lower because of negative news, but it's already priced in. The market prices that stuff in really quickly. So you want to buy the dip, especially if there's FUD, especially if there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. FUD, that's a good time to buy. Be greedy when other people are fearful, like right now. So on the 3-day candlesticks, I love this setup here with Theta. Looks very prepared, very ready for a V bottom reversal here and a nice breakout. So I in the short term, I think we will break up through this local resistance here. Then we'll have no problem getting above our previous local resistance. And that will be a huge break of this area right here of resistance, this zone of resistance. And once we get above that zone of resistance, the price is going to go vertical. Price is just going to go straight up after that. And that's what I see in the charts zoomed in here for Theta. Now let's zoom out a little bit here and take a look at the bigger picture, as we always do every video pretty much, because to be honest with you guys, the big picture is what I'm mainly focused on when it comes to trading and investing. So let's pull up Bitcoin on the right, and we'll keep Theta over here on the left. Now again, March of 2020 for Bitcoin, very similar, you guys. This event right here, right? Very similar to March 2020 on Bitcoin. But an even better comparison is actually Ethereum, because that same capitulation event is even more distinguished on the Ethereum chart. So we'll pull that one up real quick. So if you look at Ethereum here, Ethereum's an even better example of what it looks like, right? So we have Ethereum on the right, and we have Theta over here on the left. And this was March of 2020, right here. That was the COVID drop. That was where people panic sold their crypto because of a black swan event. Oh no, the world's going to end. Crypto's going to go to zero. You better sell all your crypto. And then look what happened. It broke out to a new all-time high and made a bunch of people rich. But not the people that panic sold into the dip. Those people got wrecked. They got screwed. And Theta is a spitting image of Ethereum in March of 2020. It's a spitting image of the same human psychology, the same market cycle playing out with Theta today. So you have to take advantage of that human emotion, buy the dip, buy people's fear, and get ready for a big reversal, because that's what the charts are showing. That's why I say, you guys, news is priced in. Don't listen to news. Don't trade news. And especially don't pay attention to FUD. Any news articles trying to get you to sell your crypto, any news articles that are based on fear, you can usually just completely distrust it, especially if the market has seen a big crash, because those articles come out right at the peak bottom of the cycle. All the fear comes out, all the YouTubers switch bearish, everybody gets all bearish on the markets in those best buying opportunities that the market provides. So don't listen to the news and don't listen to the FUD, because everybody switches bearish. All the news articles that are bearish come out right at the perfect point to start buying. And you guys, if you weren't here for XRP back in 2017, this is a really good example of why you don't trade news. Like, if you want to lose all your money, go trade news, right? But if you want to be good at trading and investing, trade charts. CNBC came out with a video on how to buy XRP right here. They made a video teaching people how to buy. Then they came out with a video teaching people how to sell down here. Okay? Does that give you an idea of how trustable the public media is when it comes to investing? It's honestly like you do the exact opposite of what the news is. And if there's bearish news, you should be bullish. And if there's bullish news, you should be bearish. I don't even barely take news into account. I don't read news stories. I don't look at the news. I don't watch the news. In fact, for me personally, I'm way happier when I completely avoid all of that stuff and just tune out from the noise and focus on the charts. And I make better trades. I'm more successful, and I do better than people that are trying to trade the news. So just zoom out, focus on the charts, focus on this big picture reversal that's happening on a lot of different coins, like going back over to Theta, right? Theta is ready for a big pump, you guys. It's ready for a huge, huge pump. But if you sell your crypto because you're afraid that the market might go lower because of news events, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss the pump, and you're going to be sitting there a year from now, and you're going to wish you had bought. You're going to wish you had bought when the price of Theta starts turning around here and going up towards $10, $12, and skyrocketing. So that's why I tell you guys, focus on the charts. Don't give any sway to the news. Don't listen to people's opinions. Don't go watch YouTube videos about all these people that are bearish and listen to the content that is leading you down the wrong path, and focus on those people that know what they're talking about. Focus on finding people that are willing to buy fear. Focus on finding people that aren't thrown around by the market, where when a crash happens, they flip all bearish and get all bearish on you. Don't do that, You guys, in last year, when we had the summer correction on crypto and all of the markets pulled back and everybody was panic selling their crypto, you know what I was screaming to tell everybody to do? Is to buy the dip right here on Dogecoin, on Bitcoin, on Theta, on an entire list of coins. You know what everybody else on the internet did? They flipped bearish right here, okay? At the bottom of the market. I was one of the only people that was bearish right here at the top before the summer correction even happened. All right, so you gotta look at the charts, pay attention to the human emotion, tune out from that noise, because there is people everywhere that have no idea what they're doing and are completely thrown around by the market, and they might even have more subscribers than people that know what they're talking about. They could have 300,000 subscribers or something, and yet they're bearish at bottoms and bullish at tops. Don't follow the crowd. If you follow the herd, you'll be led to the slaughterhouse. You have to do opposite of what people are doing. And the fact of the matter is that the news is what the majority of people are paying attention to. They're buying tops and selling bottoms because they get excited about crypto when there's all this positive information about it. Then they get fearful and scared when there's a bunch of negative information about it. And they make the wrong choice based on that. So don't be an idiot, okay? Just look at the market for what it is, buy people's fear, ignore the news, and focus on the charts. Because the charts are telling you right now that this market is undervalued, that this market is time to be buying, time to be putting everything you possibly can in. That's where we're at in the cycle. We're at the point where if you're not putting everything you possibly can into crypto right now, you're going to regret it later. That's where we're at in the cycle. The market cycle chart teaches you a lot about human psychology. We've got the market cycle chart here, and then we have Theta. Now, we're at the disbelief phase of the market cycle. So we already went through the whole first sell-off, euphoria, capitulation, or complacency, capitulation, depression, and then we're in disbelief now. We're in the disbelief phase of the cycle. So most people are in disbelief that crypto is going to go up, because that's the exact point of the cycle that we're in right now. They're in disbelief because we are actually in the disbelief phase of this cycle. So of course that's the human emotion they're feeling. That's the human emotion that the majority of people should be feeling right now. Now, if you want to be a good trader, you want to go against the crowd and feel the opposite and get excited in times like this. But most people are feeling disbelief because that's where we're at in the psychology of the market cycle, is in the disbelief phase of the cycle. Before we get into hope, before we get into optimism, belief, and thrill, most people don't think the market's going to go up. They're in disbelief. So we're at that point in the cycle right now where you should be putting everything you possibly can into crypto. We're in the disbelief phase. That's the best. Aside from depression, the absolute bottom, disbelief is the second best place to buy every cycle. It's the second best opportunity to get into the market. So if you weren't able to go all in on crypto in 2022 and 2023, when a lot of these bigger names were bottoming out, now is the time to do that. Now is the time that you can actually go all in on crypto, or put as much as you possibly can in confidence, because you're going to get rich doing it. And for me personally, I am all in on crypto. Aside from my savings and what I need for bills and everything, I am all in on crypto. And that's because I know we're in the disbelief phase, and I know we're getting ready for a big, big breakout here in the big picture that's going to make a lot of people very rich and make their bank accounts big. You know, you want to talk about a big breakout. Your bank account is going to be big after this kind of a breakout that's coming in crypto. You're going to make more money than you know what to do with. But not if you're listening to the news, not if you're following a bunch of idiots on YouTube, not if you're panic selling your crypto in the bottom. You got to do the right thing. And in order to do the right thing, you got to stay level-headed, focus on the charts, and just buy the dip. Because that's what the big whales are doing. They're greedy when other people are fearful, and fearful when other people are greedy. And the fact of the matter is, the majority of the market is in a state of extreme fear right now. You can see it on YouTube, you can see it on X, you can see it all around. People are scared to put money in crypto because of news, because they're putting too much of an emphasis on what's happening in the world. And I'm telling you, if you do that, you're not going to make money. You're going to make a lot of really stupid choices. But if you focus on the charts, you can buy stuff before it pumps. Why do you think I was so bullish on Ethereum in 2018 when everybody else was calling for Ethereum to go way low? At $80, I was making so many videos about Ethereum, telling people, hey, you guys need to buy Ethereum down here. It's undervalued. We just did an ABC correction. It's going to pump like crazy. Yet there was a COVID event. The whole crypto industry was like viewed as being stupid and a scam. And every news article and every fundamental reason to invest in crypto told you not to buy down here. So if you're paying attention to those things, all of those things were telling people to sell their crypto down here. But the charts told us to buy. So I made videos, I informed my VIP members, and I tried to get as many people as I possibly could in on Ethereum here in 2019 and 2020 and 2018 before the pump came, especially down here once we got to $80, because I knew we had completed an ABC correction, and at the bottom of those ABC corrections is the depression phase of the cycle. That's the point of maximum financial opportunity, and I knew it was a really good buy for Ethereum down here before it pumped. So yeah, I'm calling another big pump, but this time for a different coin, and that coin is Theta. To me, buying Theta right now is better than buying Ethereum, because buying Theta is like buying Ethereum at $80 before it went to $3,000, before it went crazy and pumped to a new all-time high. That's what it's like to buy Theta right now. Ethereum, good investment. I believe in Ethereum. I don't have anything against Ethereum. But if I was to pick between putting $1 million in Ethereum or putting $1 million in Theta, I would put $1 million in Theta way before I'd put $1 million in Ethereum. It's like buying Ethereum at $80 before it went to $3,000. Now, Theta's worth $1.34, so I'm not saying it's going to go to $3,000 per coin, but that same type of growth to a new all-time high, that same type of expansion is exactly what this market is set up for. And the percentage gains are insane. I mean, just to our local resistance is 200%, so double your money. Then to wave B is 630%, so 6 times your money. To the old all-time high is 10 times your money on Theta here. 10 times your money. Now, wave B is the first area that I'll be looking at where we could have a bit of a sell-off before we accumulate and go higher, which is 6x from here. 6 times your money at $1.34. So the opportunity in this market is insane for you to get rich on crypto. But it does require faith, and it does require you to have the confidence and trust to go against the crowd. That's what you have to do. You have to go against the crowd. Because if you're going to follow the crowd, you're going to make all the wrong decisions. The crowd is the 90% of people that FOMO buy tops and panic sell bottoms. That's what the crowd is doing. So you have to ignore the crowd and focus on the charts. And if you do that and you have faith and trust in the charts and you're ignoring the crowd, you're saying, screw the crowd. I don't want anything to do with you guys. I don't want to read your news. I don't want to be watching your YouTube videos. I don't want to be swayed by your opinions. I want the truth. And the truth comes from the charts. That's where the truth comes from, you guys. The truth is from the charts. You're not going to find it anywhere else. You can go look in other places, but you're not going to find the truth in the markets anywhere else than the charts. But it takes faith and trust in your analysis, and it takes time to learn, and it's not the easiest thing in the world to learn. It does take time, and to learn how to trade and invest. A kid could still learn how to do it, but it does take time to do, and it does take skill and 100% dedication to learn technical analysis, but it will give you the truth. It will give you what you're actually supposed to do with your money. So yeah, Theta is set up for a huge pump. The charts show it. The charts don't lie. And I expect a huge pump up towards $10 here, which again is like 6x from current price because we're at $1.33. So 6 times your money just to our next local resistance, 10 times to the old all-time high. Imagine what can happen if we break out to price discovery like Ethereum did. Ethereum broke above its old all-time high when it went into a new bull market. And I think Theta is honestly more bullish than Ethereum was in 2021. I firmly believe that it is. And because of that, the opportunity is even bigger and the percentage gains are even bigger than they were with Ethereum. So keep buying this coin. If you guys want to make money in 2025, which by the way, Theta is one of my top holds for 2025, then buy the dip and buy this coin because you will make a lot of money this year buying Theta. So that's my update on Theta. Thank you guys. I love you, and I will see you guys in future videos. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I love and appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and share it with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. And as always, stay profitable out there.